What's going on, y'all? This is BMOC. You're now tuning to BMOC.TV. This is the live recap for the VH1 Hip Hop Honors tonight. We're also going to talk about the best female MCs ever to do it. Ever to do it. We're going to talk about them tonight. So yeah, we're not going to talk about every single female MC in life. We're not going to do it. This is only about the greatest, okay? Y'all hear me?
Yes.
So don't say, oh, how come MC such and such from 1993 who had this 6-bar rap? No, we're not naming every single female in the entire game, okay? We're only talking about the best female rappers in about tonight's show. So I'm here with the best co-host in the entire planet. Deshauna, say something to the people, Deshauna.
He said to introduce him last.
Introduce him last? For
Yeah.
what? Oh my God. Erica, say something to the people, Erica.
What's up, everybody? It's the young OG, you know, fresh off the B-Day, cancer season. I'm here at enotesonline.com. Go look at it, go see it. I'm just enjoying life. That's what it is.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm not enjoying life after this tribute. I'm not enjoying life at all, actually.
It wasn't that bad. I like
it. Okay. We'll get into it. Like, okay. Tyra, say something to people, Tyra.
What's up, everybody? Ready to get this episode cracking? I have a lot of things to say tonight. That's it.
Oh.
VA, though. Shout out to VA, Missy.
Two up, two down. Delicia, say something to people, Delicia. What's poppin'?
Hi, people. I just wanted y'all to pay respect to Lil Kim, the real Queen Bee, and we're going to get into it, because I got so much to say about her.
Oh, I have a lot to say about Lil Kim. Okay, Deshauna, say something to the people now, Deshauna.
Thank you. I appreciate you cooperating. 916-3500, you know what it is. What's up, everybody? We're going to get lit in here. We're going to be a lot better than what you just watched. And you probably didn't watch it, so thank us for watching it for you.
Cool. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Man. Okay, I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a young buck. I'm going to keep it a young buck G unit, all right? I was excited to see this show because for a long time I feel like some people haven't put respect on these female MCs of the game. Actually, the episode a few months ago talking about all the female MCs and why they're dope and all this kind of stuff. I really felt like tonight could have been a little bit more organized. I like the effort. I like the angle. I even like who they picked. Even though I think MC Light should have been in the mix, but so be it. We gotta go. Oh my gosh. Let's not cut to the chase. Missy Elliott tribute. One of my heroes. 757. 2 up, 2 down. We're from the same city. When Missy used to go on tour, we used to ride bikes to her mom's house. Her mom would make us cookies. We'd be outside. Missy would show up with the 2 or 3 Hummers in the driveway. We knew Missy was there because Missy would have 2 or 3 Hummers in the driveway. That just showed, that was like the earliest sign of like seeing success as a young man. You know what I'm saying? Like this woman killing it in the game. You know, like it's crazy. That's before Timbaland and Pharrell. Like I knew Missy. Missy was first. You know what I'm saying? And so the first Missy, the rap part of the tribute was a smoke break. They did a smoke break. Remy Ma came out with Work It, and I love Remy Ma. Remy Ma's my top 10. She was off, like the words were like a Chinese film. It's like one of those karate films. Her mouth was with the beat. Then Furtado came out, that, yes, that, free cars, that. What was that? In the hoodie. I don't even know if that was really Nelly Furtado or Nelly. I don't know if it was Nelly or Nelly Furtado. I don't know. I couldn't see who it was. Then you had Eve came out. Eve just did her verse, her remix verse. She was like, F what this is. I'm not going to do the hook. She did her 8-bar verse without Q-tip.
Oh, she did Hot Boys? Oh, my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. Then Trina came out with 1 Minute Man, but didn't even rap before 1 minute. She did like a 30-second man. She did 30-second man. And she was off beat. Lose Control came out and the dancers killed it. But that seemed to be the only thing that was kind of rehearsed, everything she thrown together. Then you had Remy Ma who did Where You From, and that was whatever. Just so you can get all the way up. Now, All the Way Up was longer than the entire Missy Elliott rap review. Like, all the way up. They did the instrumental part. I think Jay-Z was going to come out and do the remix. They had to go to commercial. Like, they did the entire thing. Like, this is Missy Elliott. Like, they didn't get, oh my God, man. Okay, what did you guys think? Tyra, you from VA 1057, talk to me. How'd you feel?
I thought that, like you said, they did a mediocre job of the Missy tribute. I won't really feeling that. My biggest disappointment was that they did not honor MC Light. Like, how you gonna have a show dedicated to like the hip hop queens and don't have MC Light? Granted, I love the rest of the people that were honored. They're dope, but you can't have a hip hop queen show without MC Light. And to see her at the end of the show was even more disappointing to me, because I was just like, okay, she's just there. Like, they just was like, oh, come on out here, MC Light. Come on, girl. Come on, join. And her face was even like, here. Okay.
Yeah, like.
But did they do an honor for her, though, a long time ago? Did they honor her a long time ago?
It doesn't matter, Erica. Erica, it does not matter. It wasn't called All Hail the Queen. It wasn't called All Hail the Queen. MC Light should be honored every single award show. What are you talking about?
Well, I thought they honored her. I thought they did.
Okay, do it again. Hey, did you eat dinner yesterday? You think so you're not going to get it tomorrow? You ain't dinner today? Is that what that is?
Well, I mean, if they already got it before.
No. You can never get MC Light.
No. Without MC Light.
You can never get it, though.
In defense of what E is saying, had they honored MC Light, the show would have been on till midnight. So let's just keep it.
It was already till midnight.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Bam! They gave Missy a bootleg 3-minute rap tribute. Lil Kim had 45 minutes after. Okay,
rightfully so.
Okay, we'll get to that. We're going to get to Lil Kim. Don't you worry. Okay. a 5-minute smoke break for Missy's rap tribute.
But she got 2 parts.
I'm going to get to that. Queen Latifah got a strong 15 minutes. Lil Kim got 45 minutes. Salt-N-Pepa got about a good 6-7 minutes. Went back to Lil Kim, got another 20 minutes. Went to Missy's R&B part, got 10 minutes. Went back to Lil Kim's fashion show, that got 15 minutes. Went back to Queen Latifah, got like, what in the world? Like, just like a drunk driver, like just driving around the TV program. It had no flow, no rhythm, no anything.
No. They should have featured them one at a time. They should have stayed on one artist, did like, all of their stuff, then move to the next artist, and then close the finale with the queen. That's all you had to do. I didn't see how hard that was to do that. You could have started with Salt-N-Pepa, do them first, then do Lil Kim, then do Missy, then do the Queen.
This was a little unorganized. That's what it was.
No, it was very unorganized. Not a little, very.
Something else that caught my attention, particularly during the Missy tribute, man. The presenters didn't have any regard or respect for folks at VH1. Buster was cussing up a storm going off the teleprompter.
Yes.
He was cussing up a storm going off the teleprompter. The funniest part to me was when Remy was doing the All the Way Up song, and all the honorees were in the balcony, and none of them knew the words to All the Way Up. They was like,
I just don't get how that played. I don't get how that played into the thing. I don't get it. Delicia, you mentioned Lil Kim. Let's talk about Lil Kim for a second. Let me read her rights real quick, and I'm gonna let you after you rebut. Lil Kim came on. Lil Kim came on. I can't. Where are my notes, Lil Kim? I can't even find my notes. Faith. Okay, Faith introduced Lil Kim.
When VH1 without that drama. When VH1 without that drama.
It's a little awkward. Little love and hip, a little awkward or whatever. Then, if it wasn't awkward enough, Faith was like, oh yeah, she was fighting Biggie and fighting me too.
She been talking about her.
I was like, Faith, when did you start becoming a comedian? I never heard jokes from Faith. Look great though. She looked great. So then Dave's Loaf, I call it Def Loaf. Dave's Loaf of Bread and Little Mama came on. with Crush on You, which they killed it. They Loaf and Lil Mama killed it. Lil Mama
No,
Yo,
don't
look.
say they. Don't say they.
Little
Biggest
Mama,
Loaf.
listen, Little Mama
They-
was on stage for the right reasons this time.
Yeah,
We
Lil
want
Mama-
her.
Lil Mama.
Yeah.
Little Mama hasn't touched the Viacom stage since the Jay-Z and Alicia Keys incident. Okay?
She should have stayed in the audience.
Dance crew don't count.
No,
Dance crew don't count.
She was good.
Dance crew don't count. She killed it. Tiana Taylor came out as Little Kim.
Yeah.
Banging. I thought it was Lil Kim.
Yeah, she.
No,
I thought that was Lil Kim.
the Little C's biopic. Tiana Taylor should play Little Kim. When they do the Little C's biopic, she should come there. Or Junior Mafia movie, they need to do that. And then lots came out again. Shout out to the boy Kiss, Sheik Lou Styles, and Tiana Taylor, all about the Benjamin. So then Puffy came out of nowhere, which came out at her birthday. How convenient, this was her birthday. Then Mary J. Blige came out. I don't know. Alicia, talk to me. How did you feel about the show? What's going on? I'm all over the place. The show was all over the place.
It was definitely all over the place, but I think that her tribute was rightfully deserved. That's just me, but I'm a Lil Kim fan, so I may be a little biased, but I think everyone who honored her, it should have been there. I think that they should have been more organized. They should have gave Missy more time because Missy is also one of my favorites, but I had no complaints about that tribute. I did have some issues with Salt-N-Pepa and Ashanti and whoever else. We can talk about that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with Lil Kim. The fashion show didn't make sense to me, though. It didn't make sense.
At all.
Yeah,
Erica, and I'm glad you're speaking up, Erica. We gotta get to you. So, what's up with this whole Amber Rose trash karaoke? I respect Amber Rose. I think she's doing for the whole slut wealth thing is dope. I like Amber Rose, but I gotta be honest with Amber Rose. She's been with artists, so I know she's open to criticism. That wasn't a shot. That karaoke was I don't know. Explain it to me.
It was mad.
But it didn't matter that she sang. When
Shout
Amber
out
Rose
Philly.
walked out, that's all that mattered.
Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly before she did Erica.
Man.
So Erica, how'd you feel about that?
I mean, like, the fact that she came out like that was cool. It just was awkward. Like, I think, like you said, the show was unorganized. Because that part, it was kind of like, okay, where are we going with this? Because when he started asking her about her show, then she was like, no, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about sex. And then the song comes on, and it's like, does she know the words, and who's singing? And then it's the background vocals. That part was kind of,
Yeah.
I think they intended it to be funny, but it just wasn't. It just was awkward. So yeah, I didn't personally get that part.
This was really awkward. And Amber, I know Amber's there to promote this show because it's a sex show, so I get the tie-in. Oh, we should have Amber Rose introduce us. Yeah, no, not tonight.
Not in that way, at least. She could have just plugged the show, like, yeah, so watch the show, and then just intro the tribute. She didn't have to do the karaoke.
Right, she could have been a segue separate, but she was the beginning of the tribute.
Yeah.
Like, with Salt-N-Pepa, they're like the Run DMC of female MC.
My thing is, could they not find enough people to? Is there not enough like young female rappers, or could they not find? Because I feels like, you know, even though I thought Keke Palmer killed it, you know, she's an actress. You know, Ashanti's a singer. You know what I mean? So could they not find?
So basically, you want to know where was Nicki? Like, how could?
Well, yeah, of course. Where was Nicki? But I mean, is there not anyone else too?
Yeah.
Like,
Anywhere?
you know?
Like Nicki didn't get to
should have definitely been
anybody.
there.
She didn't get to do the BET Awards sing a song as they was going to commercial. Nicki didn't get nothing. Like,
yeah,
nothing.
like, but I want to know why Nicki wasn't there. I'm curious. I'm about to go on our Instagram to see where she was at.
And listen, maybe Nicki didn't want to do it, you know, or
I mean, that's unfortunate.
Or maybe they didn't call her. You know, we don't know. But it's just odd to me that, like, because Nicki has a great relationship with VH1 and Viacom and stuff like that, that she wouldn't be there. Was a little odd. I don't think she's too big for it. If you
No, she's not.
If you have Missy there, Queen Latifah, and Salt-N-Pepa, Lil Kim, Nicki's definitely not too big for that.
Especially, you know, I can understand she got beef with Lil Kim, and I can understand, you know, trying to avoid that.
I mean,
Well,
I would
thankfully.
love to see her do a tribute to Lil Kim, though.
But the other
Thankfully.
OGs, Queen Latifah, MC Light, you know what I mean? Like all the other OGs, she could have been there to honor them, but you know, she could have just avoided Lil Kim because of their issues. But she definitely should have been there.
Tyra, I have a question for you. Who was that woman with Keke Palmer when they did Push It? Who was that? It was Keke Palmer and somebody that was anonymous. Like, I want to know who was the anonymous person. Who was
Girl,
that?
I don't know. I know what it was.
Oh, that's that Dreezy girl. It's that girl that sings Catch Your Body. I think her name is Dreezy or Dreezy, yeah.
What, Chris Breezy?
The Chicago. You talking about the
Chris
Chicago
Breezy?
right
Chris
now?
was there?
No, her name is Dreezy. She sing I'm About to Catch Your Body, whatever. Yeah, that's that rapper.
I thought she was an extra.
Yeah, her name is
I thought she
Dreezy.
was just a fill-in.
Okay.
I thought somebody didn't show up.
Okay, hip hop honors, come on.
Step it up, Walter, step it up.
But it's not enough female rappers. Like, is there like Nicki Minaj is the biggest at this point? Nicki Minaj is the biggest / only female rapper right now. And like, I mean, aside from Remy Ma, Remy Ma's making a great
Rhapsody
comeback.
and Jean Grey and
But they're not.
Pretty Naughty.
But they're not popping. Let's just be honest.
Okay, Erica. If we go off the play of not popping, you mean to tell me the girl beside Keke Palmer is more popping than Rhapsody, who just won a Grammy? Jean Grey, Pretty Naughty, like Azalea Banks, even. I mean,
yeah, they could have did Azalea Banks in there, but I think she's having a lot of issues, so that's probably why she couldn't come. But I mean, everybody else is kind of low key. Like all the other female rappers are pretty low key at this point. You know what I mean?
But it should be about
Rhapsody could have easily did
about honoring them.
Listen, Rhapsody and Jean Grey could have easily did the Salt-N-Pepa tribute easily.
I know, I think they could have too, but you know how it is. Like they ratings.
Yeah. Go ahead, Deshaunus.
10 dope female artists on the stage who didn't do anything. Like at the end of the show, all those females that were on the stage didn't have a part in the show, and they could have easily.
They had Eve double up. Eve was the host and did part of the tribute.
Yeah, like shout out to Philly again. I can't wait till they do Eve tribute. I thought they did her. Hey, don't do that.
No. Don't get it twisted. Eve deserves to be honored.
She definitely does.
I'm saying the next time VH1 is gonna do a female hip hop award. That's what I'm saying. It took like 30 years for this, and this was pieced together. So 2025. Look out for Eve.
I'm gonna be ready for that performance. VH1, holla at me.
Tyra,
I know all the songs.
Tyra, what else happened tonight? What else happened tonight?
Let me just get this out there.
Please.
Rich Homie Quan. Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you about this here.
He's not my homie. He's not my homie. He's Rich Quan to me.
I know they didn't advertise this show. I didn't wait on this show for about a good month and a half that I've seen it on television. Rich Homie Quan. You didn't know the words to the easiest song. This is like a nursery rhyme. I know you done heard this in your sleep. I know your mama done sang you this to go to bed. You ain't know these words for real. You gonna really disrespect them like that? This man got on stage and mumbled and went to the side. And he gonna have nerve to have on a Coogee sweater.
I can't.
And Lil Kim has the audacity to vouch for him. Like, I'm gonna bring my boy out, Rich Homie Quan. Like, you vouching for?
And she had to sing his part. She had to rap his part. How you rapping his part?
I don't understand.
This is terrible.
He mispracticed. That's why practice is important.
I don't got to practice that song. He heard that song before. I don't even know the words of that song. I can rap off the top of my head right now. And I ain't heard it in years.
I just don't get why. I don't get why. I don't. Man, no shots at Rich Homie Quan. Yeah, no shots at Rich Homie Quan. I just don't understand why he was present. I don't get why. I don't get why he was there.
Why didn't just let French Montana do it? He was there.
Or Designer. I think Designer could have did it. He's from Brooklyn. Designer could have did it. He's from Brooklyn.
They could have had me do it. Let me tell you.
Hold up. The point is, there are a plethora of artists that could have figured that spot. Oh yeah, shout out to somebody said Tink. There's literally like
Oh yeah,
if you
Tink.
if you're into like if you're into like the underground scene, there's at least like a solid 10 female MCs. They're not Nikki. Nikki is like on Mars right now. But I mean, oh my gosh, what else? What else can we wrap this up with? Oh, Betty White came out of nowhere. I was just so lost. They had things. Okay, let's say some great things about the show. Let's say some great things about the show. I think Queen Latifah's tribute
Kelly
was
Rowland.
John Blake. I love Queen Latifah. We're gonna get into our favorite female MCs in a second. Queen Latifah is definitely on my top 5. I love Queen Latifah. I love her. I love what she did. That's how you do a tribute. Her tribute was well thought out. Had Moni Love, who came out of. I haven't seen Moni Love and Queen Latifah perform since I was like little. I was like in elementary school watching Rap City. Like that was dope. Yo-Yo came out. Rod Digger came out. Lydia Ray for Brat for Latifah. You know, that, had it up to here. Like crazy. That's what I'm talking about. That's hip hop. LL came and introduced her. They're kind of like, I always think of Queen Latifah as like the female version of LL with the whole TV and movie thing, and it's like, oh man, that was perfectly well done. Naughty by Nature came out. They were part of Flavor Unit. That's Queen Latifah's crew. If you never heard of Flavor Unit, that was her crew. Okay, if you watch Living Single, when she said Flavor, she was shouting out her crew low key with the Flavor magazine. Just a little hip hop knowledge for y'all people out there. But they came out. It was incredible. Like every tribute should have been like the Queen Latifah one. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, where's some other good things, guys? Or if anything else, what was the good things? Erica,
I enjoyed the second part of Missy Elliott's performance at tribute with Fantasia. If you don't know me, then don't talk. I thought she killed it. Monica came out.
The R&B tribute.
I enjoyed that very much. I thought they did that well. I mean, before Ashanti came out, that the Salt-N-Pepa. The Salt-N-Pepa tribute was really good before Ashanti came out. The Lil Kim, well, that was kind of off because they brought French and then French didn't. I'm like, why? Because I'm like, when French was out, I'm like, yo, why didn't Puff come? Because French is just making this a mess. But I guess he was trying to surprise her. The Lil Kim tribute was kind of, I'm not really a big fan anyway. But yeah, other than that, I really liked it. I thought it was very inspiring. It was really good to see, the OGs together and just, reminiscing. And it was nice.
It looks like them reminiscing at Starbucks. Jasmine Sullivan came out with Keisha Cole to introduce Pharrell, who did a 20-second video. I was lost. I was like, so you introduced Pharrell. And no shots to them, but they cut Pharrell. Pharrell was like 20 seconds. Like their introduction was longer than the package. I don't get it. And if anybody should do a package, it should be a 1.5-minute package with Timbaland. Oh my God.
I'm thinking maybe next time they shouldn't do it live. I'm thinking maybe next time they should tape it. And then they can edit stuff out and edit stuff in, and that way they have all night to do a good show.
Well, they would have had an hour and a half tonight. They would have had the whole hour. right before Latifah, and then right after Latifah. There we go. Let's keep this part. It would have been a Latifah 20-minute tribute. They did some editing. So yeah, that's about it, man. I can't. I'm going through my notes and I'm trying to find good things, but I keep scrolling.
Can we talk about Miss Kelly Rowland? Let's talk about her.
Oh well, listen. Kelly Rowland was in the part. Listen, Kelly Rowland is dope.
Amazing.
Kelly Rowland was dope. I mean, a lot of women came out tonight that was dressed up to impress. Kelly Rowland was dressed to impress.
Amazing. Best dress hands down.
Jasmine was killing it. Who else came out? Salt-N-Pepa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They look good.
All of them look really nice. I just wish.
Peppa looks good.
I wish the same thought went into the actual performances and the looks or whatever. So
the biggest positive you can take away from it was the star power that they pulled out from that particular subset community, whatever you want to call it. Like everybody came out for the most part and showed love. And it was unity. It was, they could have used the star power differently from a production standpoint, but the fact that people showed up and showed love, it wasn't, like major gaping holes or pockets of people missing. Everybody came out, as indicated by the last piece when Queen Latifah brought everybody on stage and shouted them out and kind of gave them some love. So they backed each other up, and that was dope.
Yeah, you know what? And we're not trying to nitpick, but it's like we just had the BET Awards that was really well done. If I were to grade the BET Awards, I would give the BET Awards probably A minus. I was at the Grammys. I gave the Grammys probably the A minus or whatever. So you had these big award shows, these big tributes. This one came. This was a long time in the making. You gotta get these things right because we never know the next time we're gonna honor female MCs. We never know next time we're gonna have a hip hop honors. We don't know. It's like it's sporadic. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if you think about something else, please shout it out to me because at this point my head is cloudy right now with the show. Let's get to the second topic.
That Mona Scott Young wrote the whole thing. I'm just saying.
Shout to Mona.
I do. I think she wrote the whole thing.
So let's get into it. We're going to talk about our favorite female MCs. So should we do a top 5? Should we do a top 5 female MCs of the game?
Top 5, yes.
Oh, wow.
Top 5. Let's do a top 5. And before y'all say, is there 5? Because I had this conversation with somebody at the job, and I had a conversation. Okay. So, and I did this episode a while back. Keep plugging the episode. When I shout out all the female MCs, I shout out about at least 40 female MCs. 40 MCs. 40 MCs has had either major records, they've had albums, they've had some type of movement. We know like the 5 or 6 big major megastars, right? But if you're talking about female hip hop is only maybe like 10% or less of the overall scope, right? But in that 10%, you had a lot of dope talent. There just wasn't a lot of them. But the ones that were there were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard naming a top 40 for guys of a certain era, right? But with female MCs, it's even smaller because the pool is smaller. That doesn't mean that there were some female MCs that were dope, okay? So, I'm starting with Alicia. You shout out Lil Kim. Alicia, you know what I'm saying? You from the younger school, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This will be interesting. Give me your top 5 female MCs and why.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with 5 in order. I would say. Okay, I want us to talk about Lauryn Hill later, but I'm not gonna put her in there because Lauryn Hill is amazing, but I didn't put her in there. So number 5, I put.
I like this already.
Number 5, I put Missy. Number 4, I had MC Light.
Okay.
Number 3, for me, I had Eve. Number 2 was Salt-N-Pepa, and of course, number 1 was Lil Kim.
Of
I don't
course.
put Queen Latifah in there because I just have to keep it real. I have to keep it real. I wasn't really listening to Queen Latifah growing up.
Oh my
and
God.
I wasn't. I think if we had a top 5 successful, most inspiring, most, I don't know, but Queen Latifah will be on there. But I just have to keep it real. I didn't really listen to her.
Okay, cool. So we have Lil Kim. You had MC Light.
Yes.
You had Missy.
Yes.
Who else you have again?
Missy, Salt-N-Pepa, and
Salt-N-Pepa.
Salt-N-Pepa.
Okay.
And is that 4?
Yeah. What was your 5th one?
Was that 4 or 5?
Well, okay, Salt-N-Pepa. Yeah, that's 5.
My 5th one, my 5th one, it was Missy, Salt-N-Pepa, Eve, MC Light, and Lil Kim. That's 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, list. I have no complaint. Well, I do have a couple of plates, but not too big. Not too big. Based on your age, you be a little
Actually,
young and having that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I might switch Eve with Missy because Missy was,
Well, based on your age, that's actually a pretty impressive list. It's actually a pretty impressive list. I'm impressed with it. Deshaunus, man, give me your 5, Deshaunus.
First, I just like to say that I'm a little disappointed because I feel like all in.
Deshaunus is going out.
Yeah, I can't even hear.
Deshaunus, you can't take long with the intro if your connection's bad. You gotta speed it up. You gotta be like Twister. You gotta get your thoughts off. Is he still going?
Yeah, he don't realize we can't hear him.
Deshaunus, we can't hear you, fam. Talk.
You can't hear me?
Now we can. Okay, go ahead.
All right, good. So I'm gonna say I don't have a particular order. So Queen Latifah has to be in there. Eve is one of my personal favorites. Lil Kim has to be in there. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, not there. Yeah, MC Light, and then fifth would have to be, let me see, the Brat.
The Brat. Somebody's asking where's Foxy.
Mm-mm.
You tell us, Morgan. Where is it? I'm a fool to that.
These lists, man. These lists.
I like Foxy. Foxy. I can't. Erica. Oh, this is gonna be good. I always love for Erica. Happy belated birthday to Erica. Shout out to her. She's an OG youngin right now. OG youngin.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Top five female MCs.
Okay, so I'm just putting it out there as being honest. Like I really didn't
Here we go.
listen to. I'm not gonna say I didn't listen to female rap, but I didn't like Lil Kim. I didn't like Foxy.
Dang.
Like I just wasn't. They was too raunchy for me. I didn't really like it. So honestly, like even though I'll say number 5 is MC Light, but I can't really say that I ever bought an MC Light album. But I watched Love and Basketball and The Light Is a Rock.
Okay. If you're gonna pick one, that's the one. If you're gonna pick one, that's the one.
And I listened to her album one time. I read up on her, like she's dope. Of course, Queen Latifah. Even though, to be honest, I know more about Khadijah than I know about Queen Latifah, to be honest. I love UNITY. I remember that episode where Kyle called them a bitch, and then at the end of the episode they played the video. So I like that. Then who else we got after that? Oh yeah, I can't forget. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I can't forget. Of course, Nicki Minaj. I can't. That's now. Even though when she first came out, I really didn't listen to Nicki Minaj. I listen to her like now. I would definitely put Nicki Minaj in my top 5 personally. Who else? Rhapsody. Rhapsody currently, like Rhapsody, I mess with Rhapsody. I think she's dope.
Okay.
I've actually gotten her projects. I really like Rhapsody. And of course, you know who it is, EVE. Pitbull in the skirt, straight out of Philly, Uptown. All day, Eve is my favorite female MC. Like I love Eve. Anything she does, I always support. Man, Eve is so dope. I can't wait. Yo, VH1, I'm ready to do her tribute. I can do Love Is Blind. Yo, I didn't even know you when I hate you. Yo, I got it.
2027, you're on.
Hey, I got
it. That's what's up. You're on. I want to say something about Eve too. I was sleeping on Eve at the very, very beginning because she had this joint. What y'all really want to.
That's hot.
No, but then I heard the Swiss Beats. I was like, oh, she just said Swiss Beats. Like, I didn't know what's going on. But when Love Is Blind came out, then that was like, oh, now I understand what's going on. I copped the album, and then I became a Eve fan of that. So I slept on Eve early. I wrote her off, but then when I heard Love and Blind, I was like, oh wow, this is the most powerful.
What about Got a Man that I think I'm going?
Yeah, but that's. I'm not going around bumping that. Like,
let me blow your mind. Let me blow your mind. Sealed it for me, man. The joint with Gwen Stefani.
But the Sean, that was like 3 hours later, fam. I was like.
I said it sealed it for me. I said it sealed it for me. It's like her status. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, listen to it.
Cool. Okay. Yo, you're right. No, Let Me Blow Your Mind is dope. That's probably my favorite joint. That Dr. Dre joint is crazy.
I'm like the glass. You just the coaster under me. Yo, like Eve is I love Eve, man. Always gets props from me.
Eve's dope. 2027. All right, Tyra, give me your top 5. Your top 5. What's up?
Top 5 for me would have to be Queen Latifah. Definitely have to pay respect to the Queen. MC Light, definitely. When I heard Light as a Rock, I think that's when I really fell in love with hip hop, and this is no lie. Light as a Rock got me into hip hop. A female MC really got me.
A lot of people say that. Yeah.
So, and then she made I want to roughing it. I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Feeling
forgot
it
about
too.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You know what we want. We want a bad boy.
Georgie Porgy.
That. Georgie Porgy, dope.
That keep
All
walking,
right.
keeping on. Yo, MC Light got some choice, yo.
He
Y'all
got
need to
a lot of
go.
choice.
Man, listen,
So
man.
she's
Oh,
definitely him.
man.
She would probably be for me my number one. And who did I say? Queen Latifah, MC Light, Missy definitely. Gotta shout out the home team. And Missy she changed like music for me. Like, so definitely Missy. Lil Kim, love her, respect her for what she did for the game. She really kind of changed the game for female MCs. She made us kind of like sexy, you know.
And for guys too.
Like, she gave that, yes, and for guys too. And for guys too. She made it kind of like, you know, that she did like, you know, that sex pot thing, whereas before it was just, you know, like the female MCs, you know, weren't as sexy, you know, it was kind of dressing like the men. So I thought that was dope of Lil Kim. I respect her for that. She really changed the game. Definitely my top 5. And Nikki, you have to pay tribute to somebody that I'm just saying.
No.
Listen.
The comments like no. That's crazy.
But y'all can say what y'all want about Nikki, but Nikki is the best-selling female rapper of all time. So it don't matter what she does, she's still the best-selling female rapper of all time. So if Nikki is not in your top 5, I gotta question your top 5. Like, she's at the top, and I don't know if there'll be another female MC as big as her. Like, she really kind of took it and ran with it. You know, like she got the ball and was like, shoot threes. I mean,
that's why she wasn't there tonight. That's why she wasn't there tonight. She was running with it. So she didn't have time to stop by the show.
She's still running, man. Like she's still getting them checks. I mean,
I don't understand how you can have, well, not you, but Erica. I don't understand how you can have Nikki in your top 5 and not Lil Kim, because Nikki is Lil Kim's son. Yeah. Like that, everything that she, everything that she got it from.
She definitely started out
like.
Yeah.
Nah,
she paved the way for Nikki.
Well, hold on. Before Erica jumps in, I gotta say though that I love Lil Kim and she's in my top 5. But if you talk about the MC lyricist part, Nikki never been questioned for the writing. And Lil Kim had a lot of questions. Is Biggie writing? Is it Jay writing? Is it what I mean? So if somebody had Nikki based upon her lyricism over Kim.
Yeah.
You could switch it. Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying if you want to play that angle, you could. Nikki's right.
What lyrics
Nikki is a monster though.
Nikki a monster had a better verse than Jay-Z and Kanye. I've never seen Kim do that. Kim had the second or third verse.
All about Benjamin. She had the best verse. She had
not
the best verse.
All about the Benjamin.
Not better than Benjamin. She did not. Wow, that's a lie. You're lying. Stop lying.
I know we argue about this all the time. She came in killing it.
On that beat, before the beat switched. Yeah. You're right. Before the beat switched over. Okay. So my top 5 off top. Missy Elliott off top.
Good job, Walter.
For a plethora of reasons, but more so just sentimental. Like this, she really showed me that like. You could be from where we're from and have success. Before we didn't have really anybody. It's like if you wanted to be popping, you gotta like go to other places and do whatever. Even though I'm in New York, but you know what I'm saying. But like she showed me that like different from her being in the game and different from being from where we're from. So where we're from is now opportunities. Then for her to be a female MC who can sing and produce, and I really heard of female producers like that, was producing her records. Writing for people, wasn't the sex symbol. Like she was doing it all, and then her and Timbaland really recreated R&B together. Like recreated the sound. Like if he was making a beat, she was producing, or he would start a beat, she would finish the beat. Like crazy stuff. So shout out to her.
I'm gonna let y'all finish. Y'all talking about lyricism with Missy or no?
Well, hold on. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We'll get a second. We'll get to that in a second. We'll flip it in reverse on you. Okay? We're not giving it to MC Light, okay? None of this rap, none of this female MC stuff would be going on if it wasn't for Light as a Rock, 1988, the first full-length female hip-hop album, Light as a Rock. You gotta get to MC Light. You have to. You have to. The Georgie Porgy, the Keep On Keeping On. Like, it's like, I Need a Roughneck. Yo, MC Light was spitting lyricism, MC Light. Okay? Queen Latifah, top 5 for none other than Black Rain. She had 2 albums before that. You know, the Got a Body and all that stuff in the house. That stuff was great. But Black Rain with UNITY and Just Another Day in the Neighborhood, and she's spitting with KRS-One, and she's spitting with Naughty by Nature, like, killing it. Like, if you haven't heard Queen Latifah's Black Rain, if you want to know who Queen Latifah is, don't watch the TV show, don't watch the movies, go pick up Black Rain or stream it or whatever. Then, Raw Digger. Raw Digger. That's right. Raw Digger from the Bricks. Raw Digger. Dirty Harriet. Her solo debut is
really dope.
It's probably the top 3 best female hip hop albums ever. If you want to say hardcore, is one of the best. And people say, some people say Light as a Rock. Some people say those 2. But if you want top 3, has to be Dirty Harriet. Freestyling. She battled. She was part of the Outsiders clique in Jersey. Outsider had Eminem. She was rhyming with Eminem. She was pregnant, rhyming on the Lyricist Lounge, battling when Q-Tip signed her, right? This is before Busta Rhymes. She was with the Outsiders clique, notorious clique here, freestyling, battling while she was pregnant. Then she got picked up by Busta Rhymes. She was the first ever to be the first lady of Outsiders and the first lady of Flipmode Squad. Like, the most successful artist that Busta Rhymes has signed has been Raw Digger. Like, lyricism,
next to Split,
phenomenal. And then, last but not least, this is tough. This is tough for me because I go back and forth with the 5th spot. Today, I will say, before the show, I will say Lil Kim. Based upon some records, the No Time, the Crush on You, the Light Is Up, the Jump Off. Lil Kim has records, okay? Now, you talk about lyricism, you can throw the Brat in there for the 5th spot. You could throw Remy Ma. You could throw Eve in it for the body of work. Actually, Eve may have Eve may be Fast Kim in terms of overall body of work. But in terms of records, like I want to have a party and throw on some female rap records. You're going to Lil Kim. You're going to Lil Kim. Like she has the hit. Even though the whole body of work may be here and there and touch and go, Lil Kim has give you at least 1 hit per album. And a lot of females on this list can say they've had at least 1 solid hit, not just commercially. Shout out to the Nicki thing, not just commercially, but that the hood actually messed with, that the college kids mess with, that the radio mess with, that the industry mess with. That's Lil Kim. Some Nicki records, everybody wasn't feeling. Nicki's dope because she's able to say, I'm gonna make this song for the Europeans, this song for the trap people, this song for the industry people, this song for my female. She splits her style up. Lil Kim made a record that did all of that together. There was no separation. Like, it's gonna be pop because I'm Lil Kim. I'm gonna sing on it about some guy giving me his money and licking on my legs. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to like say I'm gonna be 5 different people. She was the Black Barbie dressed in Bugatti. That was her. That was Lil Kim. That was so. Even though I give Nicki credit, she sold a lot of records. If you're talking about the most successful female MCs, put her on the list. When you talk about what Lil Kim was able to do in the time period that she did it in, and she had competition. Lil Kim had competition.
Yeah.
Lil Kim did ladies' night.
Competition.
Lil Kim didn't run for the competition. No, she ran to it. She made ladies' night, and she had Left Eye who was spitting bars. She had the Brat who's probably lyrically better. She had Missy. She had Angie. She said, you know what? I got competition. I'm gonna make it my friends, and I'm gonna do a record, and I'm still gonna have one of the best verses on track. I'm not gonna eliminate anybody. So if you talk about Lil Kim versus Nicki, that's why I give it Lil Kim. All right, that you know. So I'm very passionate about this, people. I want to see the females get some love. So I've done my research, so it's kind of unfair, but that's why. So if Nicki Minaj is definitely has to be top 10, has to be top 10. She don't gotta be top 5 though. Tyra. She wouldn't be top 5 though. Because if Lil Kim never exists, then Foxy gotta slide in, or then Eve gotta slide in, then Remy Ma gotta slide in, then the Brat, first female to go platinum, she gotta slide in. Talk about sales, so it's a lot of females that can slide in before Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has a lot of great things.
But we're talking about overall.
Yeah, nah, Nicki needs to be in that top 5.
If you're talking about overall,
criteria.
Yes. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Nicki Minaj does not have a 10-year career yet. There's no 10-year career.
She don't even have a classic album. She don't have no classics.
But
There's
this
no
is
classic
album.
There's no classic Nicki. What album is Nicki classic on? What album?
Her mixtapes.
That is the reason why she get top 5 is because y'all saying that she don't got no classic album. She hasn't been around for 10 years, but yet
She
still
surpassed
the top selling female rapper of all time already.
Well, Drake's the top.
Already.
Drake's is, listen, but that same standard, then Drake is top 5.
He is.
No. No.
I can't. I love Erica. I don't get. Oh my God, man! What are we doing? Like, if the hip hop honors already get me tight, y'all gonna get me even more tight. Like, I don't.
Right now, the top guys is Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. Like that's it. Those are the top 5 guys right now.
Why Kendrick so low next to Cole? Kendrick should be higher than that. It should be Kendrick and everybody else.
We be saying that, and then Kanye and we be saying that, and then Kanye, Eminem, and Jay still drop and do numbers. So I mean, it's like they're the top young guys.
If that's the case,
like whenever
Little Wayne is top. I thought if it's all about sales, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Nicki Minaj is nice. When she wants to rap, like Bees in the Trap, like she gets it. No lie, I kid you not. But I haven't heard Nicki spit more fire than Raw Digger. I haven't heard her spit more fire than the Brat. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like for today's hip hop standards, she's slightly above average. But if you throw her with the best lyricism from Funkdafied, or with Left Eye from the Donell Jones remix, or Raw Digger spitting with Busta Rhymes, or Gwen Stefani with Black Rain, I don't know if those same. I'm going to the store, TD Bank. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a car, Chevrolet. Like I don't know.
Mixtapes are dope though.
I don't know.
Mixtapes are dope.
But the mixtape sounds a lot like the rap records on the album. Let's not act like the mixtape is some miracle stuff.
No, let's not forget about Looking Ass. Let's not forget about Looking Ass. Let's not forget about that song, Looking Ass.
Oh, that was hard. The second verse.
Let's not forget about that.
That was fire. But like the Brat though, like Eve though, like I don't know if those rhymes are.
I'm never putting her over Eve, but the Brat, she can get over the Brat. When the Brat had that.
Oh my God.
She had the song with Tyrese. What was the song with Tyrese?
It was better than that.
Yeah, like what is that about?
So crazy,
well, are we gonna count?
Okay.
Catalog for the Brat.
Okay, Erica, that's like saying Starships is compared to that. Like you're picking the most commercial to Brat record, and she's still spitting. She's still spitting. She's still spitting on what do you like.
What do you like? A whole lot.
We're gonna skip over Funkdafied.
That's the hook.
So listen. So Funkdafied, when Biggie was on record, when Biggie heard Funkdafied, he went down to meet Jermaine Dupri to say, I need records like Funkdafied. That's because this thing will puff. I don't know if it's gonna pop off. But what y'all doing are working, so I want you to produce records for me. This is what Biggie said before his album came out. Like, are we kidding ourselves? Like, this is the Brat-a-tat-tat. Like, I'm sorry. Remy Ma, lyrically, Remy Ma is insane. Remy Ma is crazy. Remy Ma was battling people to Smack DVD. Like,
I give it to.
Yeah, she battled Lady Luck. Yeah. Like, come on. Like, we're talking about lyricism here. Like, Rhapsody on Complexion. Have you heard Nicki spit like a verse from Rhapsody on Complexion?
Well, I don't really think that was Rhapsody's best verse, but.
Well, I'm saying, okay.
It don't matter.
It may not have been. Have you heard Nicki Minaj have a verse on that level consistently?
I think the thing is with Nicki Minaj.
Monster is one of the greatest verses I ever heard in life.
I was about to say Monsters, and then her mixtapes. the thing is with Nicki, I think she kind of got caught up in this pop life. Like, you know, I think she kind of got caught up in that. And so people forget that she can really rap. Like, she may not she may not be like conscious. Like, you know, Rhapsody does have consciousness. And I think just because something is conscious, people kind of put that on another level. Like, oh my God, it's so deep. It could be, yeah, like, but it could be.
I'm guilty.
It could be, you know, Nicki don't do conscious records. You know what I mean? She do ratchet, you know, real type records.
Well, Moment for Life.
Moment with Eminem. That was dope for me.
Oh, yeah, when she did the song.
Yeah, Moment for Life could be seen as conscious. It's probably my favorite record from her, actually.
Yeah, I like Moment for Life.
To prove your point. Moment for Life is my favorite record. Delicia, so Lil Kim to you is your all-time favorite MC.
She is. Yes, I discovered Lil Kim the same way I discovered Jay-Z. So of course, Lil Kim is like my top favorite female.
So give me some favorite Lil Kim songs that you use as evidence for this.
Well, I actually still listen to The Naked Truth. I listen to almost all of her songs on that album. I love that album. So,
yeah, me too.
But when I was first growing up, the first song I heard was Not Tonight, and I got in trouble for listening to it because my parents are super good. And I love that Erica. I love the raunchiness. I love the fact that she can talk about her sexuality. She can dress. Diana Ross was like touching her boobs and stuff. Like, that's so dope to me. Like, she is what she is. So, you know.
That was on the list.
Love the way she
that was on the list for
everything.
GOAT status. For GOAT status, you gotta have that.
Yeah. Crush on You. I used to always rap that. La Bella Mafia, The Jump Off. I used to even her Blacker songs. It's that song with Cisco. I used to sing all the time. How many lips?
Wow.
Like, it wasn't that dope.
Cisco got away with a lot of stuff, fam. Like when Cisco came out, we didn't like see.
well, once you seen his hair, you couldn't question any other decisions he made. Like, you
had like Baby Single on a Cisco track. I'm still confused about that. It was the first song too. It was the first song with the. I don't know.
Matt rap parole, Cisco flow.
Catch Matt underneath your wagon. What? Underneath Cisco's wagon? Like, that's pause. Shout out to B. Tyra, who's your favorite on your list, Tyra? Who's your favorite on your list?
MC Light, I already said that.
Oh, you already said that, so you gave me the joint. I'm trying to check me. I already said that.
I did. I made it a point that MC Light made me fall in love with hip hop. You know, I said
okay,
that.
Number two on your list. Who's number two?
Number two on my list would have to be Lil Kim for me.
Okay.
Like, I can relate to her. Like, that was my era. That was my, like, okay, I'm not really supposed to listen to this, but I like it. That, you know, it brought me into my inner ratchet. I decided that inside of me, I have that ratchet. Sometimes it comes out. You know, I have that side of me where, you know, I can be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. I mean, it just is what it is. That's what Lil Kim does.
Oh my God, I'm gonna skip over that last part.
Lil Kim
you know what's
does
so funny? she's like family. Gotta do it. You know what's so funny? So when Lil Kim came out, all the conscious female MCs was like, I don't gotta dress up to be a sex symbol. I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about. I'm like, you're clearly talking about Lil Kim.
But that's the thing. It doesn't matter. That's who she is.
It's like pre-Lil Kim. It was like I need to dress like a boy, a dude, to spit. You know what I'm saying? Not knocking Queen Latifah because she was so feminine and MC Light. They were more like, I want to prove that I'm rough like the guys. I can spit better than the guys. Lil Kim was like, nah. I just want to be fly. I want to be in a bikini with a fur coat on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's fashionable. Like, she gives that.
And he's like a little like Queen Pen. And not knocking Queen Pen. But Queen Pen was like a combination of like Queen Latifah and Lil Kim. Like she had her brown like Queen Latifah.
The song with Black.
She dressed like, yeah, she had her brown like Queen Latifah, but dressed like Lil Kim. like Queen Pen. I don't know what that was about. But like Charlie Baltimore, there's a lot of people who came like the Kim that had that.
Charlie Baltimore.
Okay.
She messed with Biggie too. She messed with Biggie too.
What does that mean?
No.
Charlie Baltimore.
No, she went like dumb hard for what? No, I did like her on Baby Saying Yeah. Yeah, the Ja Rule joint.
That shit, man.
Remember Ja Rule be like, lie for me, and they cry. They be saying, yeah. I know. No. Funny enough, they said this was a rumor. I'm not creating it. They said it was a rumor. I think Cameron said it, that when Jay-Z was beefing with a dude, I think who was it? Was it Unfavera? Whatever it is. No, Fat Joe. Whatever. Something happened with Jay-Z and Charlie Baltimore had a thing going on. So I don't know what that's about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I heard that too. Yeah.
But Charlie Baltimore was with Biggie, and they was gonna do the whole commission thing. So people who are left at Charlie Baltimore, Biggie before he passed away. Huh? The shot's connected to my story. So yeah, so before Biggie passed away, he's gonna have a group called the Commission, and it was like, so he was like Frank White, and Jay-Z was what was Jay-Z? What was his name? Oh, Iceberg Slim and Charlie Baltimore. So there's gonna be like a group, Jay-Z, Charlie Baltimore, and Biggie. So for those who left at Charlie Baltimore, she's gonna be in a group with the two biggest rappers in the game. All right, so keep your chuckles.
Did y'all feel like it was a reach to have Babs on the stage?
Actually, no.
Was she there?
Babs got love.
Where she was
I
at?
don't know nothing about it. At the end, when Queen Latifah had all the dope female MCs on stage, and she went around and Babs was over there, she didn't have a podium to stand on, but she was on stage.
She should have been there.
No, let me tell you why. Babs has been doing a lot for underground hip hop, for Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring is the biggest. Yeah, it's the biggest female battle league, and Babs is like one of the co-people of that. So like, she's putting on. There's maybe like 40 or 50 girls that battle rap that are in Queen of the Ring. So she's doing a lot for the underground. So they get like millions and millions and millions of views. So if anything, Babs will be doing more for some of them than some of these legends are. She's giving them a lot of people opportunities. So they're getting paid like $10,000 a battle, like, or more. So shout out to Babs. She needs to be on that stage.
You need to get your bars ready, man, so we can go on.
Yeah, get your. Oh, my bars is up. I got a crazy crayon scheme. So other word timer with. She went to write her bars. So Erica, is there anybody else you want to shout as an honorable mention that may not be in your top 5, but you think is dope?
That may not be on my top 5. Like,
somebody want to shout out. Yeah.
No, I mean, cause like, I was born in '88, so like a lot of those female rappers, like I really,
too.
You know what I mean? Like I really wasn't listening to. I had no idea. Honestly, I heard people's names like Yo Yo. I heard Moni. I heard those names before, but I can't honestly say that was something I was listening to, or even came up on. What was the girl that was rapping with Snoop Dogg? She could have got.
Lady of Rage.
Yeah.
Okay.
She could have got some love.
The youngest out there, when JC said I get Afro Puffs like R-A-E-G, like R-A-G-E, he was. Lady of Rage had a song called Afro Puffs, back in the day. So that's just a little.
Right,
so many people out there, they be quoting Jay. They don't know what Jay be talking about. Jay be telling y'all some stuff. So Afro Puffs.
Yeah, she was on the movie Ride, right? She was on the movie Ride.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
She was in Ride. She was Steve Harvey's show.
Yeah.
She was a bully. She was actually signed.
She was in next Friday too.
Yeah, she was signed to Death Row. Like, she's done a lot of stuff.
I was surprised they let my girl Sugar T on the stage. Shout out to Sugar T.
Trina.
Where was she? Trina.
She was there.
She was there.
She was there. Oh my gosh.
She did the Missy one. Oh yeah, shout out to Trina for Southern female hip hop.
Yeah, that's the honorable mention, right? Trina, yeah, she's still
the Jackie O's, the Mia X's, the Rashida, like the whole down the dirty South. Shout out to Trina for that. But anyway, top 5. So yeah, Shauna's dope. Shauna's fire. I think what the issue with Shauna is that she didn't have a full body of work to match it up to. Skills wise, she's crazy. I mean, to rhyme with Luda and to have that back and forth, she's excellent. She doesn't have that like album to say, hey, that's the album you need to check her out. You know what I'm saying? Like Queen Latifah has Black Rain, MC Light has Light as a Rock, Lil Kim has Hardcore, and
had one album.
Foxy has Broken Silence, and even Shauna's album. Iggy who? Iggy Pop?
Iggy.
No.
I don't know about Iggy. I don't know. I don't know Iggy.
Okay, but can we talk about Lauryn Hill though? Because I was gonna put her in my top 5. Lauryn Hill.
She got a classic. How many of got classics like Lauren?
Her chakras is off. Her chakras is off.
She has a classic, and on that album she raps, and I think she does an exceptional job. I mean, I put Lauryn Hill for everything though, so.
That's a hard one. 'Cause, I mean, Lauryn Hill, I consider her more of a singer, which is crazy. I consider her more of a singer. Like Zion, like those are the stuff that I like Lauryn most on.
Lauryn Hill came in, so I had to put the camera off. But no, I think no. Okay, so Lauryn Hill. A lot of people gonna say, how come Lauryn Hill is in anybody's top 5? And this is funny because none of us had Lauryn Hill in our top 5. This is incredible. This is incredible. Okay, so skill-wise, Lauryn Hill is probably like 5 levels above everybody that we named. Right?
I agree with that. I would agree with that.
Off of pure lyrical skill, right? Pure lyrical skill. I mean, MC Light is dope. They're all dope. They're all like super superior. But Lauryn Hill said things that I hadn't even heard like guys say. The whole it mixed and it had the conscious flow too that I love. It had some of the lyrical stuff, right? But the issue will always be the body of work. Because even though the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a classic dope album, it's only about 30% of rhymes on it. You know what I'm saying? What? Can you find more rap songs? That's it.
I feel like Lauryn Hill is kind of like Drake, because Drake sings more than he raps, but we still give him a pass for being a rapper. So I feel like we can give her a pass for being both a rapper and a singer.
Drake,
I give her a pass. I give her a pass.
Albums in at this point though. Drake is almost like he got a catalog at this point though.
That's true.
Yeah,
but
right.
Erica, it's nostalgia. Nostalgia won't let us give people up. Erica. Nostalgia always beats logic. Always.
I don't know.
Drake has stats-wise, catalog-wise, surpassed Lauryn Hill. But yet, because of nostalgia, we will never put Drake above Lauryn Hill. Right?
I don't know, man.
Lauryn Hill is probably writing some of Drake rhymes.
When she's there, when she gets there.
Yeah, exactly. When she gets there, when she gets to the studio, like
I'm not a real big fan of Lauryn Hill. She's dope, but I'm not like a fan. Like I wouldn't say that. Oh, I'm gonna go see Lauryn Hill. You know, if she hums, like I wouldn't even probably buy her album. To be completely honest, I mean,
yeah, I think
I'm not a fan.
I think our era, and we were kind of like 2-3 years apart. I think our era was kind of that bubble of like we saw Lauryn, but it was like that's Lauryn. It wasn't like I think some of the older people may have this strong connection to Lauryn because she was the most commercial rapper at that time. And by commercial,
1 year younger than you, by the way.
Okay, whatever.
I love Lauryn. I love Lauryn.
I was saying maybe older than you. Anyway.
It's not a younger thing. I just don't like it.
Oh my God. No, I'm saying. I know, right? No, I'm saying.
No. Shut it down.
Just don't like her that much, to tell you the truth.
No, I'm saying.
She's a great singer. I like her as overall artist, but as a rapper, no.
I'm talking about Lauryn not just being commercial. I'm talking about this mainstream wise. I feel like the 35 to 38, 39-year-old grew up with Lauryn because they was hearing Lauryn like in middle school. By the time Lauryn became big, we were middle school too. I don't know. Lauryn's just not the body of work. She need more albums. I'm sorry, that's it. I can't tap dance about it any longer. We need more albums from Lauryn where she's spitting bars. Okay, we don't have one classic rap album from Lauryn Hill, and there's no problem with that. There's no problem with that, but we can't put her in the top 5 either. You know what I'm saying? So
Lauryn lost me when her chakras got messed up. That's when she lost me. I was riding. I was riding Lauryn.
I see it, but not from like just her.
Wait, Crunk Girl put, I'm sorry, I'm 28 and I still love Lauryn. Well, right on. Mike J.M. Carey 93 wrote, we will not compare Drake to Lauryn Hill. You're right. Drake has more songs. So yeah, we shouldn't. Somebody put Trina was there. She was there.
Yeah, she was.
She was there. She wore a nice little outfit.
I
All the
like
booty
Trina.
good.
I like Trina.
She had an outfit on. Yeah, I just want Trina to be on time next time. I want lyrically, like the syncing was wrong. Like again, it was like a karate film. I don't. They really just like threw half this together. To be honest with you.
It does seem like that. Like
And they had
There
months.
were some
They've been advertising
aunties.
this for a
It
while.
was some aunties and uncles in the back with some cars, and they was putting it together. Like, all right, so what's next? Give me that. What you want? Oh yeah, we can do that. I mean, it don't matter right here. Yeah, we can just go ahead. Like it was really putting it in like that.
Yeah. So to wrap this up again, shout out to VH1. Again, shout out to all my homies out there. Please don't be mad at me, y'all. We're still doing lunch on Wednesday. Shout out to y'all. But I had
Shout
to
out to
keep
Mona
it.
Scott Young.
But I gotta keep it a buck. Why we? Okay. Tyra, you keep shouting. Okay. Why we shout out Mona? What's up with Mona? What she do?
Let me tell you. I love Mona Scott Young. I'm an avid watcher of Love and Hip Hop. I love Love and Hip Hop, and that just seemed like an episode of Love and Hip Hop for me. They showed it before it aired, and when I saw Mona there, and when I saw the fact that Faith was the one speaking before Lil Kim, I said, oh yeah, this got Mona written all over it. Mona wrote this whole thing. Ain't nobody telling me nothing different.
Like, yeah.
She wrote it. She put the whole thing together. It's all jumbled up, just like Love and Hip Hop. All her shows be like that, jumbled up together.
Oh
she wrote
God.
this show. Can't tell me shout out to Mona for getting that check though.
I was like, yeah, I'm cool with Mona too, but you sound out like she was ready to show. But no, I think Mona does need for the whole Violator movie. Y'all don't know her and Chris Lady, and the whole, Busta and Q-Tip and Missy. Like, yeah, Violet feel like people wrong. So
I love that woman. I love her.
No, you ain't got all that. So yeah. So again, yeah, like I said, so props to VH1 for even taking the time to honor these women. I think it could have been a little bit more organized, but your heart was in the right place.
Yeah,
and that's what matters, except for in social media. Social media, then that doesn't matter at all. Your intentions don't matter at all.
A for effort. I think they did a good job. This is the first time.
Except for the MC Light thing. I will not forgive them for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Won't forgive them for that.
And the first Missy tribute.
I'm not forgiving them for that.
And the fashion show.
Nope.
Yeah, that needed to be cut. That's the type of stuff that editing. If they didn't do this live, they should have just cut that because I didn't understand what that fashion show was supposed to be.
What was the fashion show about? Was Lil Kim like, I will only show up if you show my clothes? Like, are the clothes for sale?
Yeah, I didn't understand. Like, what was that whole point of that fashion show? Because I get all her looks, but I thought that was unnecessary.
And I'm using fashion loosely. Go ahead, Alicia.
She was the trendsetter, and I think she was like the first rapper to be signed to like a modeling agency and stuff. I get it, but it just didn't make sense for that show. So I get the fashion aspect.
And then Lil Kim, she was out of her seat like every 5 minutes. I was like, where Lil Kim at?
Mm-hmm. And
she probably should.
I don't even want to talk about how she looked.
Out of breath. Should have sat down. She ran out of breath.
Listen, I'm scared of Lil Kim's goons. I ain't saying hey Lil Kim. You're in my top 5. Do whatever you want to do. You the queen bee. Hey, listen.
But she was so beautiful. She was so beautiful just from head to toe. It's totally different.
So beautiful. Tonight.
Shout out to her makeup artist.
Back in yesterday. She was dope. All right. So again. So any last words, y'all, for the whole female MC movement tonight? Lisa, any last words? Talk to us.
No, I think, this was a great show.
She was like, yeah, Lil Kim. I like Lil Kim. I feel you. I feel the same way. Man, Missy. Missy. We had to do a redo. Missy, listen, a couple more years when I get more clout, get some of my dollars up, we doing a whole other Missy tribute. We're going to do a real Missy tribute, man. Genuine's coming out. I'm going to get Little Mo. Little Mo's have a full 10 minutes. I'm getting Nicole Ray. We're going to get Magoo. We're going to have a real Missy tribute, man. A real one, for real. Eric, any last words?
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed the show. It was very inspiring to me just to see all those women together and just being positive. Yeah. So I really enjoyed the show despite its organization. I actually really did enjoy it. and I hope they do next time. Like, I'm ready. Shout out to Eve hosting the show. I'm ready for Eve's tribute. I can't wait for that. I want to perform. You know, that's my favorite rapper from Philly. Like, I love Eve.
What song you gonna do? What song you gonna do in 2027? What song you
Oh
gonna do?
man, you know what? I want to do the verse from Hot Boy. I want to do that. I have to do the verse from Hot Boy.
That's so random.
Yo, but that's like, yo, she killed it.
That's not her song. You put the one song that's not her song.
But no, but I would do the verse, and then of course I don't know. It's between Love Is Blind and Got a Man That I Think I'm Gonna Love Forever.
Okay, cool.
Like, I gotta be between
cool.
Trying to cut me off.
It's like cool. Oh, they cut Missy off. She shut out Aaliyah. They cut the. Oh my God! It's so disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. Oh man, I'm tight. Tyra, any last words? Yeah, any last words?
As far as the show, I thought the show overall, for what it was supposed to be, was good. I love women. I love when we celebrate women. You know, men get like so much respect, but I feel like women don't get enough respect. So I like that.
Yeah.
What the show was about. Shout out to Kelly Rowland and Amber Rose, my favorite MILFs. Shout out to them. I thought they looked amazing tonight. They are my top two. My eyes were like this the whole time they came out. I heard nothing they said. I don't know what they said. I was just looking at them. So
They don't either.
Definitely got to shout them out. Well, yeah, they probably don't either. They're just there. And shout out to my top 5. I still defend Nikki in my top 5, even though people don't agree with me. And MC Light, I love you, MC Light. If you're watching this, I know you probably aren't, but if you ever meet me in life, I just want you to have lunch with me so I can just tell you how much I love you. The same with Missy. Missy, if you're watching this, you know, I drive past your house a lot. You know, you don't live too far from me. You don't live far. No, you know she still has that house in Virginia Beach too. I
know.
Past there. I know. Look,
Virginia Beach, get the crib
man, listen.
Yeah, Churston joint.
Let's do lunch. Let's do lunch.
Cool.
Catch 31 something. I mean, come on, like we gotta go out to lunch or something.
My last comment. I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, Deshaunus. Any last words, man? You wanna go?
Nah, not if my connection will keep playing me.
Okay, I want to say that when Missy's Work It came out, I was driving home. So I was in RTC in high school, junior RTC. So, no hate. So I'm in the Air Force RTC. So I'm in my car, and they debut Work It, and I heard that DJ, please, chick up your phone. I was like, I had to pull the car over. It was like that flipping in reverse. I was like, what is this? Like, I was blown away. Like, I couldn't figure out how they reversed the sound, and it really blew me away. Like, so again, Missy, like, I probably wouldn't be doing any of this stuff like inspired to like leave home and go to the city and do things big if I didn't see Missy do that. So a big shout out to Missy, man, for real. Y'all did my girl halfway right, halfway wrong tonight. Okay?
If you really want to pay tribute, you need to wear the trash bag on one of these episodes, man. Show real.
I got one.
Go half step. Show love.
Okay, shout out to Missy. Okay, so again, thanks for tuning in tonight. Again, we had like 3 different time changes because Time Warner told me it's gonna end at 10:30. It ended like 11:15. I don't know how a show ends at 11:15. I don't know. I used to show at 9 and end at 11:15. That's like a cookout. How do you end? That's not even a good time to end. Like, I don't get it. So, but yeah, shout out to again VH1 for the effort. Shout out to my people over there at Viacom. What's up? And that's it. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to youtube.com/BMOCTV. Check out our Facebook group. Don't come in acting too crazy. I will boot you out. So keep it a buck. Facebook.com/groups. That's BMOCTV. You're laughing because you know I would do it. Or check out the fan page, Facebook.com/BMOCTV. I'm BMOC. Have a great night. If you DVR the VH1 show, just fast forward to see Queen Latifah and then fast forward after that. All right? All right. So, I'm BMOC.